If you're over the age of 35 and you are experiencing thinning hair, perhaps this is the reason why you are experiencing thinning hair. And the number one reason is that your body has started perimenopause. So if you're a woman over the age of 35, your body has started perimenopause. And these are some of the different symptoms that happens to the woman body once they hit that perimenopause stage. I'm going to put it up on the screen so that you can see it. Now, why can I say that? Now, from experience myself, I have noticed that once I hit 35, my hair was no longer the same. You can remember when you were a teenager or in your early 20s, even late 20s, how well your hair was doing. And then once you hit that 35 mark, you notice that your hair growth started to slow down. Now, what age group does your hair grows the fastest? Between the ages of 15 and 30, your hair grows the fastest. So think about it. Let me know in the comment section. You can tell me in the comment section. How was your hair between the ages of 15 and 30? Was it thinning? Was it nice and thick? Let me know in the comment section. So once you hit 35, your hair growth starts to slow down. Now, I didn't make this story up, that have been tested and proven. And for me, once I hit 35, those were some of the changes that I saw. Now, how did I know that my body was going through perimenopause? Now, a series of things started to happen to me, and I did not understand what was happening. Now, the most noticeable was the fact that my hair was thinning. Now, my thinning was in the crown area. And if I can find a picture, I'll put it up here. During that period, my hair was not natural, it was relaxed. And I did share that because I had another channel that I did hair care for relaxed hair. So I'll pull it from that channel to show you on this channel. Because listen, I did not even know that my hair was thinning that much until I took a mirror and looked at it and it was thinning. Now, another thing that let me know that my hair was thinning was the fact that persons were asking me, why are they seeing my scalp? So when I would comb my hair, you could literally see through my hair. Now, at the time, I did not even know that I was going through perimenopause. And then to top things off, I started to have fragrance allergy. Now, I had this fragrance allergy like all my life, but I still could sweet up a bit, but not as everyone else, but at least I could go about. Then I noticed that person's fragrance, whether it's their perfume, softener, whatever it was, it started to affect me and I just could not understand. So that was a real struggle. Then I started to have severe bloating. And I was like, am I pregnant? I don't think so. So I started to have bloating. I started to have food intolerance where foods that I would be able to eat, I can't eat it, or if I eat it, then my stomach starts to bloat. And so I was saying it to one of my friend, and she's a much older person than I am, and she said to me, "Girl, I think you're going through perimenopause." And I was like, "What is that?" Because that was the first time I was hearing anything about perimenopause. And so she gave me a list. That's the list that I shared earlier of the different symptoms that you could have. And I'm pretty sure that list is over 40 different symptoms. And a lot of them I was able to identify with. Now, other things started to happen to my body. And that is the beauty of your hair. Your hair gives you signal when something is going wrong into your body. Now, for me personally, I did not turn to a hair growth oil to grow back my hair. I decided that I'm going to do it internally because there were too many things happening to my body. I just could not keep up. And so once I hit 35 and all these things kept happening, and the older I get, is the worse it's getting. I went to the doctors and I did all the different tests, and everything would come back that it's normal. And I was like going crazy. Not to mention my mood. Listen, that's a whole nother story. So after going to the doctor, doing all different tests over maybe 2 years and everything coming back normal, doctor finally said, okay, for your stomach issue, you have IBS. Fine, I take it. But then when I asked the doctor, what can you do for me? The doctor says there's not much that they can do when it comes to IBS. Now, when I do my research about IBS, I found out that this thing can also cause thinning of your hair. Why? Because every sickness that we have comes from our digestive system. So if our digestive system is not in good working condition, then your probability of getting sick has just raised to the bar. So I decided, I am going to do something because I am not about to leave this earth so early. Okay? So I decided to change my diet. And listen, after I changed my diet, within 2 weeks, I'm not joking, within 2 weeks, I saw my hair grow back and I saw that my hair started to become thicker. In fact, my hair became the hair I had when I was 15 years old. This wasn't a hair growth oil. This was me sitting down and doing research to find out what will work for my body. So I changed my diet, and everything that I did was to target my digestive system, to get my digestive system back to where it was. Then, what I also learned through research is that over a period of time, inflammations build up in our body, and that too can trigger different things to happen to our body or for our body to experience different symptoms. And so I went on a anti-inflammatory diet. So as I go along and I learned these things, I started to practice. Another thing I learned was that as you get older, your estrogen level starts to lower. And once that starts to lower, please, all kind of things start to happen. Of course, I did some research and I found something for that. Another thing that I learned through research is that our body, as we get older, our tissues are declining, it is deteriorating, our cells are dying. What do we need to repair our cells and our tissue? Protein. What do we have in our hair to make our hair nice and healthy and strong? Protein. So in my diet, I increase my protein intake and decrease my sugar intake. So that's something that you perhaps want to consider doing. Trying out some of these things that I mentioned in this video. Of course, take everything that I'm saying with a grain of salt because everyone is different and everybody body reacts differently to different things. So in this video, I am sharing what I did in order to compensate for my thinning hair, and not just my thinning hair, but my digestive disorder. So far, after doing all the different things, I am still not out of the woods. I still feel pain from my IBS, but it's nothing like what I was feeling before. So I can definitely say that changing my diet and being consistent with it has definitely assisted me. Now, with all of what I did, you have to incorporate exercise. Now, for the most part, when you're young, we do a lot of cardios, we walk, we jump, we skip, we do all of those things. But as we get older, yes, you want to do those things just the same, but it should not be the dominant type of exercise that we do. We want to do exercise that builds our muscles. So we want to do weight training. How do we do weight training? By lifting weights. So if you go to the gym, then you want to practice lifting weights. If you don't go to the gym, I don't go to the gym. I stay at home and do my weight lifting. I buy a few dumbbells and I do it at home as well as my own body weight. Now, the most important muscle that we don't want to lose is the muscle in our foot. Why? Because the muscle in our foot is what helps to pump blood up the body so it can go back through the heart and around. So remember, circulation is round and around and it's consistent. So if our foot muscles are weak, hey, chances are our heart is going to be weak. And if our heart is not getting the opportunity to pump the blood as it should, then the nutrients are not reaching to all your bodies, your brain, your organs, and all of that. And that is going to pose a challenge. So what I want you to get from this information that I'm sharing is that when you pass the age of 35, you don't want to try to regrow your hair just by using external sources in terms of a hair growth oil. Now, I know that there are many types of hair growth oil on the market, but whenever your hair starts to thin, your body is speaking to you. Listen, are you listening? Whenever your hair starts to thin, your body is speaking to you. And when your body starts to speak to you, it is not speaking to you from your hair, it is speaking to you from your gut. So you want to ensure that your digestive system is running efficiently. That is your engine that makes sure that everything that goes into your bloodstream is clean. Also, what you put on your body, whether it is lotion, fragrance, oils, it must be coming from a clean, organic source. So I'm going to share some of the vitamins that I use, and I don't really want the video to be too long. Do you want the video to be long? I don't know. But I'm going to do a series of videos, so I'm going to share some vitamins with you that I take. So the first vitamin I want to mention is vitamin B12, and I'm going to put on the screen the vitamin B12 that I use, and I want you to take note of the type of vitamin B12 because there are other types. This one is the most natural type, and I'm not talking about the brand. I am talking about the type of B12. So you can get another brand, but ensure that this active ingredient is what is in that brand, right? Then the next vitamin I take is vitamin D. Now, I live in a tropical island and it's sunny all the time. Right now, I am burning up. Every now and then, I have to take a break and cool down under the fan. But because I don't want the fan to be making noise in your ears, then I have to endure the heat. So typically, we would say that because we live in a tropical island, then we get enough vitamin D. But because our body is, as Black women or as Black people, we are packed with melanin. What's the purpose of melanin? Melanin is there to protect our body from the ultraviolet ray. And if it is going to act as a block, it's going to block out some of the vitamin D that you should be getting. So I take vitamin D, and vitamin D is good for your immune system, it's good for your mood. And if you are someone who have fibroids, you want to check that out. Check out your vitamin D level. You can go to the doctor and ask to do a vitamin D test to see the level of vitamin D that you are at, and perhaps you will take your vitamin D and you'll see that your fibroids could shrink. All right, so take that into consideration. So that's something that you want to consider when it comes to vitamin D3. Of course, vitamin D3 comes, what helps vitamin D3 to absorb is vitamin K. And you can do some research to confirm this, but I'm pretty sure vitamin K also comes with it. So if you want to buy a vitamin D that contains D and K, then that's a good option. Another thing that I take is copper. Now, copper, for a lot of us, as we reach over age 35, 36, of course, I'm not in my 30s anymore. But for you who are in your 30s, you start now. Or in your 20s, start now. But for me, I've closed the chapter on age 30s, okay? And I'm opening a new door. So I've started taking copper. Now, if you take copper, you want to take zinc. And this is a particular copper that you want to take. These words are bigger than me. Hello, hello. So I'm putting them on the screen. So this is a particular copper that you want to take. And if you can get access to this particular brand, I would suggest that you get it because it's a cleaner type of brand. I've used it and I've seen how it helps me, but this brand is actually located in Netherlands. I tried to get it online and I see where, because of the tariff, they no longer ship to the US. So I was not able to get it online. But if you live in the Netherlands or you live in anywhere in Europe, you should be able to access this particular copper. And if you decide to buy it online, make sure that it's this particular one. This M word, is it M? I hope I'm saying it right because I don't have it in front of me. at the moment. Perhaps I should get them. Let me get them. So I am back. I got a few of them. So the vitamin B12, which I would have put up on the screen, I'm going to show you that I have it. And it is in liquid form. So you put this under your tongue when you're taking it. All right. Then I did mention copper, but I don't know where the box is because that one has finished. But if I find it, I am definitely going to put it right here. Then this one is the I will put the name on the screen, but this one is selenium and it comes with zinc. So I take this also. And then this one now is black seed oil. And this black seed oil, as in 5% of the active ingredient, right? So this is the one I got this on Amazon. So this is the black seed oil. Of course, this black seed oil, you do not, I repeat, do not take it every day. If you take it maybe 3 days, give it a break because this thing and your kidney, they are not friends. So you have to know what you are doing. So those are just some of the vitamins that I take. If you want me to do a deep dive into the different herbs and vitamins that I take, I am more than happy to share them with you. So leave that comment in the comment section and type share vitamin. Write that. Share vitamin in the comment section and I'll do a deep dive into all the different vitamins and herbs that I'm currently using. So since I've been doing all of these things, taking my vitamins, taking my herbs, I've also done a parasite cleanse, a heavy metal cleanse, and all of that. By doing all of these things, listen, you can see my hair. Listen, you can see my hair. My hair is doing fantastic. Another thing I stopped doing was to relax my hair. So I usually have my hair relaxed, but when I started to have the fragrance allergy, I could not find any relax hair product that was fragrance free. And I knew that trying out different products on my relax hair sometimes can cause damage. And I was like, it's already thin. I cannot deal. So what I did, I decided not to relax my hair anymore and to grow up my hair and do my big chop and use fragrance free products in my hair. So currently, I'm using fragrance free products in my hair. And along with my diet and all different regimens that I've been doing, my hair has grown back. My body is in, listen, I don't even know how to explain to you how good I feel. I only feel sick whenever my IBS flare up. And listen, most of the time my IBS flare up is because I eat something that perhaps I shouldn't have eaten. Okay? You know, you go. Sometimes we have to like do a little cheat code. You understand? You know what I'm talking about. So if you are over the age of 35 and you're experiencing thinning hair, don't be too quick to go and buy a hair growth oil because even if the hair growth oil helps your hair to grow, once you stop using a hair growth oil, your hair is going to go back where it was. Why? Because it is not the follicle that needs stimulation. It is internally, it is your digestive system that needs a reboot. And so once you reboot that digestive system, trust and believe that you're going to see your hair growing back. So my hair is growing back, and in fact, there's improvement all over, darling. Because many times when I go out, a lot of persons think that I am still in my 20s. Let me know in the comment section. Do I look like I'm in my 20s? Or do I look like I'm in my 30s? Or do I look like I'm in my 40s? Huh? But just to show you that once you change your diet and you learn the different herbs and vitamins and exercise to do, that your overall health will improve. And of course, it's automatic that your hair is going to improve. So let me know in the comment section. Do you want me to do a deep dive in other things that I am currently doing so you perhaps can try it and see if it works for you? Now I know that you're looking at this cute hairstyle. Yeah, yeah. If you want to see how I did this hairstyle, then of course, go ahead and click right here, and I'll see you over there. So let me know in the comment section. Do you want more videos like this? And I'll make that happen for you.